welcome to a new episode of the Dragon's Lair. As you can see, we're going to be doing an opening of G.I. Joe's Wave 6, which just arrived today. So these are from the Reaction Plus line. This is Wave 6. You got Scarlet in her winter coat. You got Snake Eyes, who's going to glow in the dark red. Cobra Commander with his cape and scepter, and Mara from episode 45. But before we get to that, let me do the opening stuff. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy the video. If you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and hit the thumbs up, because they all help the channel grow and and help me. If you're returning, welcome back and welcome. Please tell your friends and have them subscribe. I will put a link down below of the Super 7 website, so you can check them out. And if they're not sold out yet, which I don't think they have been so far. What else? Oh, yes. And for the new people here that don't know about Reaction Plus is a newer line. It's about a year old now. Newer line that the Super 7 created when they got the contract from Hasbro to redo, so they can start doing the O-rings. And they do the O-rings in the vintage style from 82 to 84. And the cardstock is like that of the vintage series, so it's really sturdy. And then they also do it in the vintage style, so you got the artwork, you got G.I. Joe, you got what weapons, what accessories they come with. Then on the back you got the figures, even though they don't list all the figures that they have, which is odd because they don't have the twins on here and they don't have a couple of the other ones. But everything looks the same, except that there's missing a flag point. But it looks exactly like the vintage ones that we grew up with. So, and the figures are actually really cool. And Super 7, this is where the complaint's going to be. Super 7 has a habit of making figures, I think, that they want, not what the fans want it, but what they want. I mean, because they make, yes, we all love Snake Eyes. Everybody knows that people love Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is the most popular character. But you don't need 80 figures of Snake Eyes. This one's cool, okay, because this one's cool. These two are from the first movie, the Mass Device movie. This Cobra Commander is from the G.I. Joe the movie, and Mara is from the episode, I can't remember the title, but I think it's episode 45 from season 1. So, and Mara is one of the figures we did want. But they tend to make a lot of the figures duplicates again. Like, we don't need more Snake Eyes. We don't need more Cobra Commanders. We definitely don't need more Serpentors. And making a Python Patrol Serpentor, why? Python Patrol, if you follow the cartoons, Python Patrol was made after Serpentor was made into a salamander from the Dick miniseries. So Serpentor wasn't even around when the Python Patrol existed, and more or less, Serpentor would not change his uniform or make it Python Patrol type outfit. Bats, I have no problem getting different bats. That's the way I army build. I don't go out and buy 12 of the same bat. I'll buy each individual version of the bat. Ramar, we need it. We want it. We wanted that since we were kids from the first movie. The Fatal Fluffy, we want it. Once a Man, Snake, Cobra Commander, we want it. Which isn't on here either. Oh yeah, yes. Once a Man. Zartan as the lead singer for Cold Slither we want, but we also want the rest of the Cold Slither. We didn't need another Falcon. Okay, it's the cartoon movie accurate, but the collectors don't really care if it's cartoon accurate or not. Jinx Unmasked is okay. Cobra Commander and Destro in their Arctic jackets, they're okay. Didn't ask for them, but they're cool. Pythona and Big Lob are the two of the biggest ones we wanted ever since we were kids. Ever since 1987 when the movie came out, we wanted an action figure of Pythona and Big Lob, and we finally got it. It took them a long time, Hasbro and Super 7, to make them, but we finally got them, and they are cool. But we don't need duplicates. This is the 5th Cobra Commander. This is the 4th Snake Eyes in the year of the Super 7 doing the O-Ring Reaction Plus figures. Why? First of all, why do we need 5 Cobra Commanders? Okay, Python Patrol Cobra Commander is cool. That I'm not going to complain about. He's cool. Python Patrol is cool. Adding other Cobras into Python Patrol. So, sorry about that. My camera stopped, and I don't understand why, but we'll continue. So, I wish they need to actually start listening to the fans. We'll buy them no matter what, but we'll still complain that we don't need them. Don't need these, especially at $25 a pop now. We don't need 5 Cobra Commanders. This one's cool because he does come with his cape and scepter. So, too bad they didn't include the other scepter, so you can have them with the Snakehead scepter, like from the original movie. So then it could be like all 3. These could be all 3 from the Mass Device movie, but the Mass Device, the movie, G.I. Joe the movie, and then the episode 45. But other than that, yeah, we want the figures that we never got. We don't need reprints or repaints of the same figures. We don't need dozens of Snake Eyeses. We don't need dozens of Cobra Commanders or any of Serpentors. One Serpentor was enough, and if you collected the 2nd generation stuff, you got 2 out of that. So, if you have this collection, you have plenty of Serpentors, you have plenty of Cobra Commanders and Snake Eyeses. And then since the Python Patrol Bats, Python Patrol Cobra Commander, or Python Patrol Serpentor, and Tiger Force Duke, which we didn't need and really didn't ask for. We already have a Python Patrol Tiger Force Duke in the Tiger Force series set. The people that are going to be buying these aren't the people that are just getting into... Yeah, they might be getting into G.I. Joe, but the people that are mainly going to be buying these are the ones that grew up and collected the 82 to 94 G.I. Joes. So making a Tiger Force Duke was stupid. That was a stupid choice. And especially making them exclusive at Target, especially when a lot of Targets don't carry the Reaction Plus figures. They barely carry any of the Super 7 figures. And when you look online, they're coded so weird that you actually have to know exactly what to look for them online on the website of Target. Other than that, if you type in Tiger Force Duke G.I. Joe Reaction Plus, you don't find it. And they'll usually pop up with the classified figures. So I mean, if they're going to make them exclusive just to their website, not to the stores. When a lot of the fans that are going to be collecting them aren't going to be able to get them, and especially now with the scalpers that are buying up hundreds of them and putting them on eBay. It's like the Fatal Fluffy. I have to look for a Fatal Fluffy because I'm missing a Fatal Fluffy, a Wave 1, Bats, the 3 exclusives, the 2 Python Patrol exclusives, and the Tiger Force exclusive from Target, because the Targets in Washington State don't seem to carry any of the Super 7 stuff. So, but I am not going to pay $90 to $120 for a Fatal Fluffy on eBay. Especially when it's a new figure. It's not even a year, it's just a year old now. It's not a vintage figure. And scalpers are online selling them for between $70 to $120. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. They're not even worth $25. If inflation from $3 from the 80s and 90s, $3 to $4, they should be about close to $15 a piece, not $25. But as I know I complain, and yes, I'm complaining about them, and they're sitting here right here on my table. But that's because I'm a G.I. Joe collector. I've collected since 1982. And there are figures that I've wanted. I've always wanted a Cobra Commander with a cape. But did I really need him? No. Mara I did need, because she's a figure we do not have. The Arctic people, cool, because you could always use more Arctic people. You've never got enough Arctic people, and you get in the regular Joes in their winter coats. Get Snake Eyes coming in his winter coat was cool. Now you have Scarlet, you have Destro, and you have Cobra Commander in their winter coats. And if you were a member of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club, you got Dr. Mindbender in his winter coat. But those are the modern figures. They fit, but they don't really fit that well in with the vintage style. So, but enough of the rantings. Let's open them up and see what they're like. And I'm going to start with Mara first. So, here's Mara. If you don't know who Mara is a character that was in 3 episodes, basically, because she was also in a 2-part episode, which she played Shipwreck's wife. But she was an experiment from Cobra, where she could breathe underwater, and her skin turned purplish blue. And G.I. Joe rescued her, and she fell in love with Shipwreck. So. And they don't give her name. Her name's unknown. Her birthplace is unknown. Which wouldn't really be that accurate, because she would be able to tell you her name and her birthplace. So. But I do like the bottom thing, that there are no friends in Cobra. Only convenient alliances. They're only cannon fodder when it suits Cobra Commander. They're all cannon fodder when it suits Cobra Commander. I learned that the hard way. So that's a quote from her. And I believe that was actually a quote in the cartoon. Maybe. It's been a while since I've seen the episode. But I do like that they do look vintage. Like if you went back to the 80s and saw these on the rack. Yeah. So let me open it up. I sharpened my knife, so it should work better. cut my fingers off. Okay, so there's Mara. And even with my rantings, I do want to get those figures that I'm missing. And if any of you guys are collectors out there and you have extras and you want to email me, please email me. I'll put my email on the bottom. So there's Mara, and then she comes with her breathing apparatus, so when she's out on land, she can breathe. So she has the 12 points of articulation. She's an O-ring. She's in a Cobra scuba suit. Oh, okay. So it comes apart that way. Okay. And then the original backpack style. So, okay, so there's when she's standing on land breathing. So that's cool. And if you want to see these closer, I will take a picture. I'm going to take pictures of them and put them on my Instagram, and I'll post that there too. So there's Mara. So that's cool. Breathing on the land. See, these are the kind of arms that they should have given Pythona. They gave Pythona thinner arms. And I'm afraid that they will just break if you keep moving them around. So there's Mara. And it's thinner, but it's almost like the typical old G.I. Joe hoses. So, okay, so Mara. Do Cobra Commander next. So Cobra Commander, vintage style, comes with a cape and his scepter from the G.I. Joe the movie. Because his scepter in the Mass Device movie was different. It was a snake head that when Cobra Commander threw his scepter or cane at Destro picked it up and squished, more or less squeezed the head. He squeezed the head to deform it. So here's Cobra Commander. There's the scepter. There he is. And the cape is kind of cloth. I don't know what kind of cloth it is. But let's try to... Yep, there we go. So there's Cobra Commander. I ripped his card a little bit. Oh well. So it's cool, but the cool thing is you know, they could have put this in. They could have made themselves an accessory pack. Put the 2 sticks in, put his 2 scepters in there, and put his cape in there, and you could have stuck it on one of the other Cobra Commanders that they made. Or you could put it on your old original Cobra Commander. I'm not sure how the cape is attached. I think it's glued, but that's cool. I do like that it has the Cobra symbols as the class. So there's your Cobra Commander with the cape. And I do like the cape. It is cloth. Or kind of a cloth. Next, we're going to do Scarlet, because we'll save Snake Eyes for last. So Scarlet, same vintage style, even though this Scarlet was never made before, and she comes with her Geiger counter from when they were in the snow, the episode where you first see the snake armor, and where you get the Snake Eyes that starts glowing. So now what they need to do is I don't remember if Tripwire was in an Arctic jacket or not. I think she was the only one that was in the Arctic jacket. Because Snowjob's already in an Arctic jacket, and we already have a Snowjob. So. Okay, her Geiger counter. And then there's Scarlet. And you could tell she's supposed to be in her basic uniform because of her pants and her boots and her gloves. So. Okay, her Geiger counter comes in the same kind of hose. So there's her with the Geiger counter. Don't like that her head doesn't sit up. It's bent down a little. She's like in a permanent looking down. Yeah, that's as far as it'll go up. So you have to adjust her and make her stomach stick out a little bit farther if you want to make her look straight. But still cool. It's Scarlet in an Arctic outfit. If they want to make another Scarlet, they need to make an O-ring version of Scarlet in her Ninja Force outfit, because that sculpt was just super terrible. And I can't believe they reused it for Chun-Li, too. Okay, now the last one is Red Glow Snake Eyes. And I like that it actually has the red glow around them. So. And the thing is that they've already made one of him like this. I don't know if it glows, but they made a blue one like this with the Woodsman box set, where you can get the Blind Woodsman and his dog sled team. And I've been needing to get that. And now I really have an excuse to truly get it, because that one's not a Reaction Plus figure. That's just a straight Reaction. So it's got only the 5 points of articulation instead of the 12. So. Okay, there's Snake Eyes. It's file card, or card back. Okay, so there's that. And you get the canister of crystals that you need for the mass device. You got his pistol. which looks really cool. I don't know how he glows. I might just have to... Okay, sorry about that. I had to jury-rig my camera to work just for this last bit of video. But yeah, I think I couldn't get him to glow red. I think he needs to be charged by UV light, and then... because he's not doing anything, but he has the blue around him. And the cool thing I noticed on the canister, that the Cobra symbol is on it, just like in the cartoon. So that is Snake Eyes. And then you have Scarlet. Cobra Commander. And Mara. I hope they don't do any more Target exclusives for the year. I hate that they're doing that, because most of the general public that collects the G.I. Joes can't get them, and then when they find, or when other people find them, they want to charge outrageous prices for them. Yeah, I'll pick it up, but I'll charge you $35 for it. It's like, no, it's only $20. It's only $20.99 at Target. And it doesn't cost that much to ship a figure or four. So I hope you enjoyed this video, even with the technical problems stuff. Hope you have a good week. It is Monday morning, and I just noticed that Scarlet actually has base hole or foot peg holes, which is unusual for that type of Scarlet. So that's kind of cool. So she can actually stand on the Snowcat, or in the back of the Polar Battle Bear, or any of the other couple of G.I. Joe snow vehicles, because their feet actually do fit. It's a little loose, but not much, and some of them are actually just the right tightness of the battle of the oh, there's the copyright prints. Usually that's why they're not on the butt anymore. Okay, they're on the bottom of the foot. It says Super 7 China, and then it says 2025 Hasbro. So that's cool. More stuff you learned before I ended the video. Okay, so there's Wave 6, which, according to Super 7 at San Diego Comic-Con, wasn't supposed to come out until January. But, hey, I'm not complaining much. I am complaining that we did get another Snake Eyes and another Cobra Commander, but at least they're actually pretty good cop things, even though it would have saved them cheaper just to make an accessory pack and just put the cape and the two staffs in it. Because if you want to get the Snakehead staff from the first movie, all you have to do is buy a regular reaction 5-point articulation Cobra Commander, and you get that one. So you can just take the staff off of that and give it to him. Because I believe they're the same cape. So, but there's the figures. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good, safe week. And stay tuned, because I did take my phone ran out of battery last night, or yesterday when I was at the Nordic Museum. So I did take a few videos of at least one of the bands that was on stage in the beer hall. So if you want to watch that, that'll be coming up too. And then go check out my Instagram so you can see the photos there and the photos from the Nordic Museum if you're interested. I hope you have fun, enjoy, and see y'all later.